I really do take that small but important bit of advice with me everywhere. And I find it, well, not everywhere. It's not going to help you at the gym, do you know what I mean? But it will help you in the studio. Yes, then. And welcome to my channel. For those of you who have been here before, you may have noticed I have a new camera, also have a new haircut. Old type my barbers. And for those of you that haven't been here before, welcome. I have those things now. Today we're going to be talking about low-end mixing, just a few good pointers and things to look out for, and just general tips in doing so. So yeah, let's get straight into it, man. Okay, all right. So first thing, mono. What do I mean by that? I mean, I keep my low end in about in mono till about up to 400 or 500 hertz. This is all quite subjective to each producer, but basically I'll run the sub to a bus. So you got this one going to bus 3. It's on a send to send 3 as well, which is this one here. Sorry if my logic crashes, by the way. It's all a bit mad. But yeah, this is my mid side on my EQ. This is on a Fab Filter 2. This is what it looks like. All you do is you right-click a thing, stereo placement, go mid. Get another thing, right-click, stereo placement, go side, and that is your mid. That is your mid side there. Everything here is going to be mono, which is what you want for bass and low end, in my personal opinion. And also, if you got a slate digital one, it's going to look like this, slightly different, and the method is a bit different as well. You need to select and make sure that this is all your mono. That's what your mono is doing, and then this is what your stereo is doing. Then activate on there, but just double check with the just keep trial and error and make sure this is mono, this is side. And if you haven't got, it's really handy. I've got a little button in my studio that's like a mono and stereo button. So that's how I check really, really easily to see whether, is this in mono, is this in stereo? And then also, what's my mono saying, what's my stereo saying? And yeah, but I find, as a general rule, I'll just pop that back on. As a general rule, I think when you start mixing down all your low end in mono, you'll just find it a bit easier, I think. I mean, it's all subjective, but yeah, I personally find it easier. You know when it's in mono on the low end. So, and then just in the imager here, this completely straight line indicates that everything you're hearing is in mono. So, and it's all the way up to all of that is in mono. That's got no stereo there. Even there, in 594 hertz, just a tiny bit of stereo there. But yeah, I keep it all in mono, and up here I have all the shimmer, you know. And yeah, and then you'll find that your mix downs, when you're mixing down the low end, it will get, if you're just more aware of that, it will just get a ton easier, I think. Next, EQ. So what we got here? Yeah, if you got a couple layers of your bass or your sub, I will generally just play them, and then it's really important just to EQ different layers. So if you got a little sound layer, just make sure it's not clashing with the sub layer, and also the EQ of your kick as well. Yeah, and a cool thing that you can do, I just got Fab Filter Pro Q3 as well on here. It's this really cool thing. It does that number 2 doesn't, and it gives you the peak numbers. Look, 54 hertz. Well, like, I think that's pretty sick. And so yeah, you can go on there and be like, then you go to your kick, and then just drag down wherever you're, so my sub was hitting at 54 peak, and so I'll just drag down drag down 54 hertz on my kick, and it will just give it more room. And that I find is vitally important. I mean, I've been trial and erroring for years and years. But back when I was my first alias Rushmore, old tight the old days, I spoke to Muzzy, who's now Muzz, and the best bit of advice, best bit of mixdown advice he ever gave me. He said, your sounds, your frequencies, they're not good at sharing. Like, they like their own space. And so I just took that away with me, and I just got to say big up Muzzy for that. I really do take that small but important bit of advice for me everywhere. And I find it, well, not everywhere. It's not going to help you at the gym, do you know what I mean? But it will help you in the studio. And yeah, right. Another thing, it's going to be just a quick video today. But yeah, another thing we're going to do, so sidechain compression or an LFO tool, for example. So I use normally an LFO tool, and it just ducks out the sound of where your kicks and snares will be. I'll normally put another little kick in there if there's another kick, but on this particular tune I actually haven't. Sometimes I don't know what my methods were at the time, but if it works, it works. And yeah, if you wanna if you're not too sure on sidechain compression, if you're a Logic user, you're in luck, because I'm about to show you. So I normally go to the vintage Opto, go over here, get your audio, get your kick up here in the sidechain bit, and then you'll start seeing instantly that your Logic will crash. No, I think it's just crashing because of the software I'm using. But yeah, you'll start seeing instantly that the pin will move here. So you want to normally go to about a 4:1 ratio. That's a good one, I find. And then just adjust your attack and release accordingly. If you want your sidechain to kick in pretty fast, which you're probably going to want, you've got to want a short attack, and then you unclick the auto release button and adjust your release as well. And then your gain is here, your makeup gain, your output gain, and your knee is probably going to want to stay around 0.7, but you're going to want to probably adjust the threshold, the attack and release mainly, as well as putting your ratio to 4:1. And yeah, it's subjective, but I sometimes use a compressor on my low end, but normally, because it does give it a little kick as well, but I normally do the kick. By kick, I mean like a bit of added oomph. I'll normally put my oomph in and then just do an LFO tool, but this kind of compressor does beef it out a bit as well. So those are the main points today. I hope that's helped. Big up. Until next time. Yeah, so thanks very much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you've enjoyed what you've seen today. Let me know in the comments what else you want to see. I'm really, really enjoying doing these videos, and it's great to see that you guys are enjoying it and getting something out of it as well. Until next time, big up, and I'll see you soon.